You pack fine at the nearby, drop it and come out. So you're going to stop again at the road for drop farm.
The deputy head teacher to International School, Monica Rena, stated that the traffic was not caused by the school only. There are many other schools around the Hillcourt Road axis, stating that the police are always around to help caution the situation.
Before now, the traffic was heavy, it was severe. But for now, we have more police personnel in the morning, and they don't allow parents to park. You come, drop the kids, and you move on. And they use one side of the road. The other side is being used by people who are going to town, people who are going to offices. So they use the other side of the road, and then the other side is for parents, and they are not allowed to park. They drop their kids and then they move on. So now the traffic.
U.S. President Donald Trump has received a lavish ceremonial welcome from King Charles, and with 1,300 servicemen and women from the Army, Royal Navy, and RAF taking part. This was the largest ever guard of honor planned for a state visit to the UK. Thousands of Palestinians are continuing to flee Gaza City as Israel's major ground offensive aimed at occupying the area enters second day. Gaza's Hamas-run Health Ministry said amid large-scale bombardments overnight, Al-Rantisi Children's Hospital was targeted in 3 separate Israeli flee. The Israeli military said it was looking into the reports. Other hospitals said at least 35 people had been killed by Israeli fire across Gaza so far on Wednesday, and most of them are in the north. Earlier, the Israeli military announced that it had struck more than 150 targets across Gaza City in 2 days in support of its ground forces. Israel says its aim is to free its hostages and defeat up to 3 fighters in what it describes as the group's last stronghold. But the offensive has drawn widespread international condemnation. Counting is underway as Malawians await the results of Tuesday's election to determine whose president and members of parliament will be. Millions of registered voters went to the polls to elect the country's new president in an election dominated by economic concerns. The capital, Blantyre, has been a scene of political rallies and campaign visits in the lead up to Tuesday's general elections. Dozens of observers from regional and international organizations are in Malawi as the polls is seen as a test of the country's democracy and a rematch between President Lazarus Chakwera and former President Peter Mutharika. It's the first election since President Chakwera assumed office in 2020 after the 2019 polls results were nullified due to irregularities. His main rival, the former president who was defeated in 2020, has been crisscrossing the country holding large rallies. And Mali's military government has sought to calm anger over a blockade by Islamist militants on major highways where lorry drivers have been facing ambushes and arson attacks. In a rare acknowledgement of the seriousness of the situation affecting the landlocked country, Prime Minister Abdoulaye Maïga said the authorities were trying to improve security on the roads. The blockade, a potentially serious escalation of Mali's long-ruling jihadist insurgency, is particularly affecting the supply of fuel, which could cripple the country's economy. The Sahel region of West Africa is known as the epicenter of global terrorism, accounting for more than 50% of all terrorism-related deaths. Several analysts say the aim of the Al-Qaeda-linked militants is to impose a blockade of the capital, Bamako. That is the international news. Thanks for watching.
And now for our business update, join me as I take you through Statistics Standards Bureau's efforts and partners to boost standardization across the nation and in the sub-region. Welcome to Business Update, segment that brings you major highlights in business and contributions to positive impacts in the economy. I'm Dennis Fraser. In today's edition, Sierra Leone Standards Bureau holds 2-day training workshop on standardization. Now, the Sierra Leone Standards Bureau and the Africa Organization for Standardization has commenced a 2-day training workshop on the Africa Organization for Standardization program and awareness creation on the role of harmonizing Africa standards as enabling tools to facilitate
Sierra Leone businesses, particularly small-medium enterprises. Sierra Leone businesses, particularly small-medium enterprises. According to the Deputy Director, Sierra Leone Standards Bureau, Amadou Ba, the workshop came in handy as they have been over the years struggling to map out strategic areas and tackling the issue of quality.
Over the years, we are trying to map out what are the strategic areas that we need to intervene with ASO and how they can assist the Bureau. And one area that we think was the products education, where in Sierra Leone is now ready to launch a quality mark, but we can only do that when we partnership with ASO, so that we can able to be the authority to issue their own mark.
The workshop, believed, will build capacity and provide practical guidance on the implementation of Africa standards at national and regional level. According to the Secretary General for Africa Organization of Standardization, Dr. Homjin Sengmena, since the establishment of the organization in 1972, there has been issue of harmonizing standards of bureau.
So again, and that's all we have in this edition of Business Update. Thanks for watching. Goodbye. Penultimately on news is our entertainment news. For that, let's join Abdul Mansari.
Hello and welcome to exciting entertainment news with me, Abdul Mansari. In this edition of entertainment news, the Sierra Leone Film Guild dissolves the Sierra Leone Film Council. Hilda Bassi receives Guinness World Record on largest pot of Nigerian jollof rice. And of course, Cardi B announces her pregnancy for her boyfriend, Stephen Diggs. Now, the Sierra Leone Film Guild has dissolved the Sierra Leone Film Council, the body responsible to supervise and man the affairs of the film industry in the country. This pronouncement was made during a press conference held in Freetown. Our intern, Rugiatu Kama, filed in this report.
On Monday, the 15th of September 2025, filmmakers and other officials converged in Freetown for a press briefing that signaled a major structural change in the country's creative sector. The Sierra Leone Film Council, SLFC, has been officially dissolved with immediate effect. The Sierra Leone Film Industry, Labour and Marketing Guild are the recognized trade union for film professionals in the country. According to Glamour Weda, the president for the Actors Guild Sierra Leone, what actually triggered the press conference was their non-involvement of the Sierra Leone Film Guild in the forthcoming election to be conducted by the Sierra Leone Film Council. He noted that Sierra Leone Film Guild comprises Actors Guild, Screenwriters Guild, Cinematographers Guild, Producers Guild, Directors Guild, and among others. Secretary General of the Sierra Leone Actors Guild, Emma Daifan, expressed her frustration about the impasse in the industry. During the briefing, stakeholders explained that the decision came after years of protracted power struggle that many say has slowed down the industry's growth and unity. With the Sierra Leone Film Industry and Marketing Guild now stepping in as the sole recognized trade union for film professionals, it is the hope that there will be a renewed commitment for a more coordinated and transparent approach to the industry's development.
Thank you, Rugiatu Kama. We will update you as things unfold. To continue this report, Nigerian chef Hilda Bassi who shot to fame with her cooking marathon, has claimed another new record by cooking up the largest serving of Nigerian-style jollof rice last Friday, 12 September 2025. She cooked a whopping 8,780 kilograms of the delicious dish. Thousands of Nigerians came in their numbers to show their support. The one-time Guinness World Record holder has finally received her Guinness World Record certificate for the largest pot of Nigerian Jollof Rice Award.
Of 8,780 kilograms, Hilda Bassi and Gino, you are the Guinness World Records title holders for the largest serving of Nigerian-style jollof rice. Congratulations!
Wow, that was quite a record. Congratulations to you, Hilda Bassi. And finally, Cardi B, an American rapper, is expecting her first child with her boyfriend Stephon Diggs. She was all mama and no drama as she announced her pregnancy on CBS Mornings on Wednesday. And she said, "I feel like I'm in a good space. I feel very strong. I feel very powerful that I'm doing all this work." Cardi B told Gil King that, "I'm doing all this work while I'm creating a baby. Me and my man, we are very supportive of each other." Well, that's all we have in this edition of Entertainment News, and I've been your presenter, Abdul Hassan.
Thanks indeed to Abdul Mansari for bringing us the world of entertainment and international sports. Here is Mamela Minturi with our usual updates.
Thank you very much. In this edition of the update, Maki International has officially presented the winning ticket to Solomon, the recipient of all expenses paid trip to Nairobi, Kenya. Well, the exclusive package includes a 5-day adventure featuring a round trip traveling from Sierra Leone to Nairobi, full accommodation and guided tour of key attractions before returning home. Here is the report. The presentation ceremony held at Maki International Head's office brought together company executives and members of the press in a show of transparency and celebration. Speaking to journalists, Deputy Manager Octavius Jackson explained that the promotion was designed to engage customers during the off-season, encouraging continued participation in online gaming. He noted that Solomon Davis emerged as the winner after playing consistently during this period. Mr. Jackson confirmed that the prize includes a 5-day trip to Nairobi with accommodation and guided site visit. He further announced that the second and third place winners will receive a special dinner and a tour of Turkey. He also hinted that the launch of a new online gaming aimed at enhancing customer experience.
For this one, for the end of season promotion, or end of year, promotion, we are giving away iPhone 17 Pro and 65-inch smart TV, chest freezer, and gas burner, four-headed gas burner to the future lucky winners of this specific promotion. But this one is called the end of year promotion by Mercury Bet.
Expressing his gratitude, Solomon Davis shared his excitement, saying this was his first time winning such a prize after 5 years of playing and his first opportunity to travel outside Sierra Leone.
It's an opportunity that I appreciate and love. This is my first time of...
It is the beginning of a new journey, both literally and figuratively. And now in the international scene, Samuel Umtiti, a World Cup winner with France in 2018, has announced his retirement as a player at the age of 31 after struggling with persistent knee injury. The French centre-back, who also helped Barcelona win 2 La Liga titles and 3 Copa del Rey trophies, has been without a club. Goodbye.
Gratitude indeed to Mohamed Lamin for bringing us the sport update. From sport to the news to a close. But before that, a look at your headlines again. A renowned Sierra Leone scientist, Professor Al-Aji Injai, has called on other African scientists and health experts to decolonize science and education as a whole. The call was made during the second ECOWAS International Conference on Lassa fever held in the Ivorian capital of Abidjan. Ministry of Health has conducted a high-level stakeholders meeting on the Sierra Leone Mental Health Bill. The bill will repeal replace the outdated Lunacy Act of 1902. And finally, tragedy struck on Wednesday morning at Deep High Water Junction when a container truck loaded with metal lost its brake and crashed into a stationary trailer. The accident claimed the lives of 2 people and left the community in shock. And that's all in this edition of news. Many thanks for being part of it. Up next is a breakfast program. Good morning, Sierra Leone. I'll see you again. I'm Tennis Fraser. Keep watching.